I'm going to teach you how you can transform your body in just 20 minutes a day without sacrificing family time. Let's just get right into it. The first thing that we need to figure out is how many days are we going to train in a week? Is it 2 days, 3 days, 4 days? Heck, maybe you want to train every day. If you're just starting off, 2 to 3 days is plenty. If you want to challenge yourself a little bit more, I would say 4 to 5 days. If you're doing 2 days, I'd probably do weights on Monday and Thursday. Now, if you're doing 3 times a week, I would probably do Monday, Wednesday, Friday, or Saturday, Tuesday, Thursday. And if we're doing 4 times a week, we can do Monday, Tuesday, rest on Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and then rest on Saturday. Same with Sunday too. So now we know how many days we want to work out. What would it look like for us in the week? Now, if you're doing 2 times a week, we're gonna be focusing on full body. 3 times a week, we could probably do a push-pull legs. And with 4 times a week, we can actually split it up to upper and lower body. On the days that you're not working out, we wanna do more of an active rest. So this could look like a step count, maybe going to the park with the kids, maybe doing a yoga class. Essentially, we don't want to be sedentary the whole day. Now you're probably thinking, working out 2 to 4 times a week isn't a lot. How am I going to see results? Well, the thing is, most people try to go 6 times a week or maybe every day. They end up burning out and just not working out at all. So by limiting the times that you go, you're actually going to be a little bit more consistent. Now that we know our training split, what exercises do we choose? We want to focus on something called compound lifts. Compound lifts are going to activate more than one muscle group. For instance, like a squat. It's not just working out your glutes, it's working out your glutes, hamstrings, quads, calves, and your core. Maybe we're doing more of a bent over row. We could do a chest press or a shoulder press. All of these things are compound movements. Think anything with a barbell, essentially. Let's not forget our deadlifts too. All right, so now that we have the movements that we're going to do, how are we going to structure them out in the week? So for lower body, we're going to have squats, lunges, deadlifts, and hip thrusts. Now there's many different variations of this. Just for simplicity, we're just gonna say they're all barbell. So that's 4 movements for lower body. For upper body, we're going to probably do a chest press, a shoulder press, some sort of row, a lat pull down, or a pull up. So that's about 5 exercises for our upper body that we're really gonna be focusing on. Now, how many are you going to do probably in one workout? Well, if you're doing 2 times a week, I would take 2 exercises from lower body and 2 exercises from upper body. If you want to throw an isolation movement in there, you definitely can. Isolation movements are going to be like glute kickbacks, bicep curl, maybe a tricep extension, shoulder raise, or a hamstring curl or a quad extension. These movements are isolated because they're only working out one particular muscle group, and that's why we're not going to be focusing on them as much in the program. These compound movements are going to give you more bang for your buck. They're going to make you stronger, build more muscle, and burn more calories. Now that we know what exercises we're gonna do and how many times we're gonna work out a week, let's go into reps, sets, and rest time. For reps, we're gonna focus on 10 to 15. This is a really good range for beginners. Or you can do something that I like to do, which is pyramid sets. So you start off with a high rep, and then you go down to lower reps. So that could look like 15, 12, 10, and 8 reps. Next are how many sets. You can do anywhere from 2 to 4 sets, and that is for each movement. Next is rest times. How long do I rest? Anywhere from 45 seconds to 90 seconds. All right, to recap, we have our training split. We know when we're going to work out. We have the movements that we're gonna focus on. And now we have the reps, sets, and rest times. Next is progressive overload. Now, this is a fancy word that trainers like to say, but basically what it means is that each week you're getting a little bit better. So the way that you can progressive overload is many ways. The possibilities are honestly endless. So one way that I love to do it is adding a little bit more weight each week with good form. So you can increase weight, you can increase reps, you can decrease your rest time, and then also just having better form is a progression in itself. So something that you can do is play with tempos. So tempos is going to be how fast you're doing a movement. So let's say that you're doing a shoulder press and you're going pretty fast. If you want to progress the next week, you make it a little bit slower and really focus on contracting your muscles. So we all know that workouts are just one piece of the puzzle. If you really want to see those weight loss and fat loss results, we need to be paying attention to our nutrition. And that's where imperfect nutrition can come in. Instead of you thinking about how am I going to structure my workouts, how am I going to eat better, imperfect nutrition is going to help you with that. I also have a full PDF going over everything that I talked about. Now I'm only accepting about 10 new clients for the new year, so if you want to save your spot, make sure that you book a call after you watch this, because your family deserves a healthy mom.